Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us see directly lab on Amazon Athena. So now, in order to do lab on Amazon Athena, first I need to create a S3 bucket, and in that S3 bucket, I want to put some CSV file, and then I want to query that data by using, I want to analyze that data by using SQL query by using Amazon Athena. So for that, in order to put some file in S3 bucket, I'm just clicking on S3. You can see my S3 bucket is opening. So I'm just clicking on create bucket. You can see it was asking me the general information. So I'm providing my bucket name as bucket 1. I don't know whether it may accept or not. So I just put the other options, default options only, and then I'm just clicking on create bucket. I'm just clicking on create bucket. So it was asking me the bucket name was already exist. So I'm just adding -1 again. So let us see again it was present. Yeah. You need to provide a unique bucket name across globe. Then only it will accept you. You can see my bucket is created successfully created, and that bucket is also visible here. I'm just opening this bucket. Now I am expecting to upload some CSV file in this bucket. Now I'm just expecting to upload a file into this bucket. So I just go back again and show you the buckets. I have only one bucket, that is what I am created. Now in this bucket I am expecting to upload my file within some folder. Sometimes it may happen to filter multiple objects. We create different folders, right? So that's why I'm creating folder 1 as a name. So I'm just clicking on create folder. You can see my folder is created. Inside this, I'm just uploading one file. That's why I clicked on upload. You can see add files option, just click on it so that it allows you to add a file. I just selected one file and I added that file here. You can see I'm just clicking on upload. You can see one file is getting uploaded here, uploaded successfully, right? Yeah. So now we have everything ready with S3 bucket. That is, we created our bucket. In that, I have also provided some data by uploading a file in it, right? Yes. So what the thing which left over now is querying the data which is present in this file by using Amazon Athena. So in order to do that, now I am searching for Athena. So you can see the Athena service is visible here. I am just clicking on it. Now the service page will be opened right now. Just now you can see I have a AWS data catalog. So here we can able to write our queries. You can see the options here on the left hand side, query editor tabs. We have query editor tabs and notebook editor and notebook explorer tabs. In this query editor tab only, we will write our queries here and we will run our queries here. So in that way we can able to write our queries and run our queries. You can see the options regarding query editor tab. We have editor option and recent queries. So whatever the queries that you run, those all queries will be visible here. If you save any query, that only visible here. You can see under settings, you can have an option to select query result location. I have already explained you about this thing, that is you need to select in which location you want to save your file, in which location you want to save your results, while explaining in which destination S3 bucket you want to save your file, that you need to provide here, that I already told you. So for that I'm just opening again this S3 new tab. You can see the service is opening. In this service, I'm creating some output folder. You can see this folder one is for input that I have already created previously. And I just clicking on create folder. In this, I'm just creating output as my folder name. That's it. I'm just leaving the settings default how they will be. Now I'm just again opening the Athena dashboard. Now here I'm expecting to provide that whatever the bucket destination that I've created, whatever the result that I'm getting from this Amazon Athena, those all I want to save under output folder in this bucket 1 1A. So I'm expecting this. So in order to do that, and I also told you that encryption option also available. So you have an option called manage, just click on that. So if you click on manage, you can see options like this. So you can able to browse. I have this bucket. Within this, I have output. Let's go one bit back. So I have output. I'm just expecting to select that and choose that. You have an option that. So after choosing that, you will get like this. So here what I've chosen, result query location, in which location you want to store your resultant query. So I have specified this bucket name. And if you want to encrypt your data, then just enable it, and you need to specify which type of encryption it is. If you don't want, just disable it. Currently I am expecting to provide you in this demo. For this demo, I'm just saving it so that you can see my destination bucket is configured, as well as encryption is also enabled. Okay, so now let's move back to query editor. Now what I want to do is I want to query the data which is present under this folder one, this CSV file. So for that, we need to write some query here. You can see I have written the code. In this, I have first created an external table with whatever the schema that I have in my CSV file. And then I've also used SERDI, that is serialization and deserialization. Next, we have specified SERDI properties as well as location of my bucket. So what is my bucket name that I need to provide here? Bucket -1 -1A is my bucket name, and my folder, in which folder it was present, folder -1. So here my bucket file is present. That file name is, so you even don't need to mention that file name, because only that file is present there. So I'm just, you can observe here how many tables you have currently. 0. Before running this query, I'm having 0 tables. Now I'm just running this. You can see it was completed successfully, and I got a table here, right? Yes, I got a table here, and my query ran successfully. That means we are successfully fetched the data which is present under bucket 1 1A folder 1. What is the data I have in it? I have bucket 1 1A folder 1. I have niveda.csv file. You can see that data is fetched here, and whatever the table name that you provided, if you provide here table name as a table 1, then that table is created and stored in the form of table. If you click on plus, then you can see whatever the data which is there in this format. You can see the type of data you can able to see here, right? Yes, let's say if you want to see whole data present in this Niveda encrypted table. So now what we have done, we just loaded, or we just taken the table, we just created external table and we taken the data from S3. That means we taken S3 data and we loaded the data under this table. Now what I'm expecting is, I'm just removing this. I'm just expecting to perform any queries on this data. So for that, let's say I want to see the data, the tables which are present in it and data which is present in it. For that, you need to write select a star from. So what is the database you have? You have, this is the database, AWS data, AWS data catalog, AWS data catalog dot. So what is the table name? This is the table name, right? So I'm just copying it and pasting it. So let us run and check. You can see some error we got. So schema with this name does not exist. So let us provide with database. What is the, okay, this is the database, right? Default is the database. That AWS data catalog is not a database, it's a source. Default is a database. So I'm just providing default. I'm just running again. You can see my query ran successfully and I got whatever the data I have. I got the result as well, right? Yeah. So now let us see recent queries. Do I got them or not? You can say I got the recent queries and one of the query got failed, that also recorded here, right? Yes. So let's see saved queries. Do I have any queries in it? No. So let's move back to recent queries and I am expecting to save one of the query in it. So for that, what we need to do here is we just need, let's say I want to save this query and its result as well. So for that, you just click on this triple dot icon here and just click on save as. So whatever the query name you want to put, that you can able to provide. So I want to provide query 1 as this query name and just click on save query. You can see query 1 was successfully saved. If you want to see that, you can open your saved queries. You can see that query is available here. You can even have rename option and delete option for this query. If you want, you can able to rename it or else you can able to delete it as well. I just clicked on rename and I just renamed it query 1 to query 2. You can see that name is renamed. So if I just click on delete, it was asking me for deletion. So reconfirmation I just provided, you can see that is also deleted. Now let us open recent queries. Even for these also, we have download these results option are available to me and we have download CSV files also available to me. So at last, so let's verify one more thing, that is we have stored our query results in this location, right? Yes. So we just click on it so that that location will be open for us. And let's verify whether our query data is stored in here or not. So here in bucket 1, 1A, under outputs folder, I have another folder that is unsaved, that is created by itself. 2024 5 15, that is nothing but 2024 is year, 5 is nothing but month, and 15 is nothing but date. You can see I have already deleted one query result, so that's why it is visible like 0 bytes. And for other two, I have the query related CSV file as well as the metadata. So that means our data is saved here. If you want, you can able to delete this as well by again reconfirming permanently delete option from here. So I'm just reconfirming this and click on delete. You can see this object is also deleted. So what we have done in this lab is we just created a bucket with a name bucket 1 1A And within this bucket 1a, we have also created a folder 1. In this we provided some CSV file. So I have some data which is present in S3 bucket. Now what I'm expecting is, in order to analyze this, I'm expecting to analyze this by using Amazon Athena service by using query editor. So that's why I opened query editor and I performed queries. So during first query, what I have done is I have created this table. I have created this external table and I loaded the data from where to where, from my bucket data to this Athena data. Then again what I have done querying on this table, whatever the table that I have created with the default database. By using the default database, I have just performed some queries and ran. So they are run successfully, and I have also seen the status of the queries and the result of the queries. In the status, you can see input rows and input bytes, output rows and output bytes also you have seen, right? Yes, runtime also you can able to see here, and query results also you can able to see here. We can even see the recently run queries, how many queries that I have run and how many are completed and how many are failed. So you can see multiple execution IDs, queries. So what are the queries that you run? And you can see the start time, status, runtime, cache, data scanned, how much data is scanned, and query engine, version used, and encryption as well here. And under the saved queries, if you save any queries, those also saved here. Under settings, you can see you can able to set the destination file and encryption model as well. So this is about in this way we provided a query by using Amazon Athena on data which is stored under S3, and we have also verified the output which is stored successfully under the Amazon S3 or not. You can see those are available here. So this is about Amazon Athena lab. For this particular lab, we have provided AWS data catalog as source. That is nothing but work group data source. You can even provide your own data source by clicking here, and you can able to click on create data source, and you can able to find some data source here based on your requirement. Currently I have chosen this and I have just clicked on next, and then for this I have just created a AWS glue and just clicked on create glue, so that this data source already created for me previously I have created. And you can even provide your capacity reservations as well by clicking on create capacity reservations and enter your reservation name, how much DPU units you want, that also you can able to provide. But minimum DPU units we must need to provide 24. If we provide less than that, you can see it must be greater than 24 that you need to provide. If you provide 24, it was accepting, 25 also accepting. 25 is not accepting because must be incremented by 4. That is 24 plus 4, that is 28 you can able to provide. So like that you can able to provide your DPU units and just click on review and then create your own capacity units and then assign some queries for these capacity units and adjust your queries capacity units based on your need. So these are the ways that we can able to do this. So these are the workspaces that I have. So this is about Amazon Athena. I hope you understood this hands-on and how to perform queries or how to get the data from Amazon S3. So I hope this video is contentful. If you feel this video is contentful, you understood or you have some knowledge recap, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, bye bye, guys.